So I've been using this HDP Tech Keykoon camera for the past 2 weeks or so, and so far I'm really pleased with it. So this camera is pretty cool looking, as you can see. Everything is very glossy actually, and it looks great, but the only concern is that over time it does build up a decent amount of dust. The antenna here is attached right here and it's screw in, so you have to unscrew if you want to do that. But in the back here, as you can see, I have a plug-in currently. You do have a here you have some alarm output, but those are being blocked, so that's not an option supported, even though I show you in the app later that you have the option to pick them around, but here you can't really do anything with that. You have a micro SD card here. Use one of these 8GB card here, and it works pretty well. There is your audio out, you want to use that, and then there is the LAN port. So initially you set up with the LAN, and after that you can just switch to Wi-Fi, and I've been using it on Wi-Fi and really happy with it. The unit itself is extremely quiet, you can hear. There's no noise anything, and there's a little light here, and this light here is kind of like the activity light. It has this kind of like purple iridescent color. It's kind of hard to see, but actually it looks very nice and it's not so distracting. And the built-in LED kind of come on around here and at night, and it looks very nice. But yeah, it's not gonna glow up red like a lot of the fast camera or some of the other camera. So overall, I think it's a really nice built-in setup. A lot of the time I found that some of the older fast cam has a big problem with the audio quality. Sometimes when you are turning on the mic, you can actually hear the unit itself making a lot of static noise. With this unit that is non-existent, it's extremely quiet, so when you turn on the sound, you can actually hear what's going on in the room. When you push to talk, and you can actually talk, the output is through these two speakers here, and there's a small amount of feedback, but that's to be expected because the mic and the speaker are so close together. So I want to show you the app. I have it right now downstairs in the living room, and it's plugged into the Ethernet line and the power, and after that you just have to download this app. The app is called P2P Live Cam. And after that you just have to scan the QR code on the back to add the camera, and here you see I have adding already, and it took roughly about probably 2-3 minutes to set up this camera, and it's very easy. You don't have to set up any firewall setting or something like that. It's a P2P camera, so it's going to be very easy to set up with the DNS already set up for you. So once you add the camera, this is what you get, and at the bottom you have some button right here: live view, snapshot, record, and alarm. Let me just go ahead and get inside the camera. So you can click right here and the load setting right out, and then it will take you to one of these settings, and you can see here you can modify, delete, reconnect, and advanced setting. So let me go ahead and go to the advanced config, and in here these are some of the options you can see. So alarms config right here I have it turned up, but you can turn it on, 1 being the highest sensitivity and 7 being the lowest, and when the alarm goes off you can do a few different things with it. And here are some of the options. You can enable the iAlarm port in the back. You can automatically do email alert, FTP, and you can also do a on-screen kind of notification to the app here, which is automatically come on. Remember, whatever setting you're doing, you have to go to the bottom and press OK in order to accept it, otherwise it will not save the setting. On the Wi-Fi here, you can actually select your different network and connect to it. So continue, we have some other option here, the SD card config. And inside user SD cards, you can see here I have an 8GB micro SD card in there, and as you can see, you can set a few different options here. I can set it to record on either alarm all day or just not record. In the resolution here you can pick these 3 different resolution. So this is 720p, and then you can also set the recording length, how long for you to loop, and then at the bottom here you can set the record sound, and also you can loop, so it will delete the old recording if you want to do that. You can also format the card down here at the bottom, as you see. Next we have point and tilt zoom. In here you can set some of the settings, so how fast the camera pan, tilt, and zoom. Then you also have IR setting. This is for the IR to come on at night, and so it will automatically run out. It's set to this mode already, I didn't have to mess with it, but you can set this to have different sensitivity, so that's very nice. Not a very typical thing to see on these kind of camera. So you also have a time setting here, of course, current timing. You have email configuration, FTP, DDNS setting, which is currently using the built-in DDNS for the P2P. You can change the P2P password, and then you can also reboot the camera. So go back to the main screen here. You can actually just click on the camera and it will go in, and you can see the camera. Right now it's in night mode. So you can see here I can just swipe up and down, and it will move the camera on pan and tilt. There you go. And then zoom is just a pinch, but it's a digital zoom, not an optical zoom. You can see down, and this is at night, it's pitch dark downstairs, and you can see a very nice recording there. Of course, if you rotate to landscape mode, you're gonna get a full 720p resolution. You can see here a very nice little infrared at night, and at the bottom here you can see some frame rate and some other information here. So if we go back this way, we can just go back to the camera. At the bottom here you also have snapshot. If you take some pictures, it will be here. Under recording, you have a few options. Right now it's on my phone, so in my phone I have 1 or 2 pictures here. Here was the recording I recorded the other day, and it recorded to this ASF format, and you can see here a very nice resolution. You can see. And so if we get out of here and let's go to the camera card which I installed now, you can pick the camera, and here's all the different video. It doesn't load the thumbnail at all, so you just kind of have to pick the one that you want. Kind of annoying, but you can just pick one here, for example, and it will take a second for it to stream. My kid is crying early, as you can see, but there's the recording. Look very nice, and there I am playing around while he's running around the house now. You can see. So it does lag up a little bit here, depending on your Wi-Fi signal, but right now it's connecting to Wi-Fi, and my phone is also connected to Wi-Fi, of course. Finally, you have this alarm tab here, and in this alarm tab you can see some of the last motion alarm, and you can see here some of the motion alarm that was triggered, and it actually take a pictures, depending on where you are. And there's a picture of my kid running around, and it recorded that. And then there are some other one here, you can see some of the motion. Overall, I think I really like the quality of this camera. It looks really sharp and nice, and there's, you can kind of see during the day though, very nice quality. I also wanted to quickly just show you that you can actually access this camera from your computer. You just have to find out from your router which is the IP address, or look on the app under the network setting. You can see the IP address, and you can just connect to it, and then you can pick some of the option here. And so I'm just going to go ahead and pick this real quick, kind of show you the camera. Right now that's a live video feed. And then you can go to setting, and in setting you have a lot more of those options that you picked earlier, but this is, of course, there's a more computer interface with a lot more option in here. As you can see, you can also update firmware inside here, and so you get a little bit more option in here. There's the SD card recording. You can do formatting, you can check the recording file, you can delete individual file here. That's a lot of people complain when they don't have a good interface, but this can tell you everything, and you can download each of these individual file here. So it's a very nice setup. So overall, I'm really happy with this Kikun KK002 camera. This is a nice 720p camera, and I think the sensor in this camera is actually really nice. Overall, it produces a very sharp image, and you can see the color is very vibrant compared to some of the other cameras that I've been using. Some of the other Chinese cameras are not so good. The setup is very simple. The setup in this camera is very simple. If you use peer-to-peer, all you have to do is just download the app and take a few minutes to just install it. So yeah, that's my quick review of it. I think the management of the file and the recordings are very well done. The interface on the app is pretty good, and overall there's not much I can complain about this camera. For the price, you're getting a very nice product, and the quality of the camera again is very good, and the sound recording, as you can hear, is also very good. So I hope this short little review helped you in your budget decision. If you have any question, let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.